First of all, I want to thank everybody who's been tuning in to Tales from the Jails. Now listen, we need everybody to do something for us. If you really like what you see on Tales from the Jails, you're really interested in what you see on Tales from the Jails, we need you to go to YouTube at Tales from the Jails and become a member. Subscribe as well, but also become a member. That way you can get updated on all the new content as we continue to bring you these amazing episodes. So we want everyone to go to YouTube at Tales from the Jails and become a member.
As y'all heard him, go to YouTube at Tales from the Jails and become a member. We got an array of content that's coming out that you will be thoroughly entertained by. As you can see by the
Tales from the Jails, third time is a charm. I want to thank everybody who was sticking around with us, but y'all already know it's Tales from the Jails. We're here live at Partners USA. TNS Media Group with the team and the family. Got my counterpart, Mr. Ibrahim Jackson. Once again, I know we did this about 3 times already. I gotta give the disclaimer that Tales from the Jails does not promote nor glorify prison in any way, shape, form, or fashion. We have stories up here, or people spreading their stories up here, telling their stories, real life conversation about prison to ultimately deter individuals from going to prison. Got my counterpart, Mr. Ibrahim Jackson.
And just to piggyback off what you say, because I want to be all the way thorough with the family, man. It's not just about the inside of the penal system that we like to, bring the awareness to you guys about, but we're talking about things outside of that can get you to the penal system as far as, poverty, upbringing. Not to say that these excuses, but these are real facts that dudes go through that land them in prison. Foster care, being taken from the parents. And these are talks outside of prison also that we bring into you at an alarming rate, man, because these are all Lego pieces that build this one conglomerate which we're always talking about, and that's jail.
Mm-hmm. So, what we were talking about before I was rudely interrupted before. I don't think everybody was sticking around as well. Shout out to everybody. 2215 Nitro, Nate, the G 3590, MVP, Leak One, everybody that's here. John Michael, what's up, my guy? And but before we was rudely interrupted by whatever was going on here in our studio, we was talking about the effects of their children going to prison, the effects that has on the parents. And we were speaking about how, a lot of times it's the mother who sticks around and goes through so much, to kind of support her child who's in prison. She's sending money. She's traveling up on visits. She's, neglecting her responsibilities to make sure you got a lawyer. She's taking her savings to get you a lawyer. She's more so maybe even putting her house up sometimes to get you out of jail or to try to secure your freedom. And these things ultimately lead to the parents being affected in so many ways. Depression, sometimes, financially, mentally, physically, all these things affect the parents. So for y'all kids out there, y'all young adults out here, if you're out here breaking law, you should know what you should do. You should, before you go out here and make a decision to break a law, understand that the jail can be attached to that. So start saving your money. Or whatever you're going to do, have your money in place so that when you go to jail, you're not relying on mom or dad or somebody else out here to kind of take care of you.
Or them friends that's going to leave.
Yeah, or anybody. If you choose to make a decision to go to jail, to go to prison, you have to understand that that's your decision. Nobody else should have to be tied to that. And me personally, I'll be tied to the point of where as though I'll be helping people in jail. But for me,
But I want you to give them a little bit more intricate knowledge on that. I want you to give them a little bit of how you may be sometimes. Because I've seen you shut down a couple times, like, man, I am in today, not because of you trying to ignore, because me speaking from an ex-convict, when you got somebody that's sending you money and all that, all the time, you'll lean on that. Me, I lean on that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I might just talk to you Monday and need a little bean, and I'm right back at you Wednesday and need another 75. You know what I'm saying? Until I'm told no or slow down.
Mm-hmm.
People are leaning. But how does that make one feel? Because I've never been on this side of the fence. I done set the little fuse and twos, but you done did it for years on end. And still doing it to this day in this big age you at.
Mm-hmm.
How, like, do you want to quit sometimes? Like, man, I'm done, man.
No, I'm actually done. I think that right now I got my brother in jail. I think this is the last straw for me. I done sent so much money to the prison systems. I done sent so much money to lawyers and You know, I sit back. We interview lawyers, and I look at the lawyers that we have paid over the years, and their families the kids is going through college, and they got big houses and nice cars, and we have been sucked dry, not on duty. We have been, our finances have been poured into these homes and these, because we want to break the law. So for me, and I don't really care how nobody really feel. I think that right now, my guys, we too old to be going to jail.
So what you mean that you done? What you mean? I don't understand. Like
I'm not saying I'm not. I think bro is that's it. Anybody else go to jail after this?
I don't think I believe that though.
Okay,
I'm thinking because I know bro too. That's my bro too. But I think if
I think I'm done. Honestly, I'm serious because I was sitting back thinking about it because I look at, because once you become a business owner, you look at your taxes, you look at how you spend money and so forth and so on, and then you start to look at how much dead money, because when it's dead money, you're paying dead. You gotta try to figure out where money is going. So this money is you gotta pay taxes on. It's not like you in the street where you're just making money and you're not paying taxes at the end of the year. So if I'm giving away so much money and I still gotta pay taxes on the money that I'm making, it doesn't really make sense for me to be sitting here cultivating someone that's in jail, or I'm supporting someone that's in jail and cultivating that lifestyle, because I'm far removed from that. So I made the decision. I said, that's it. You come home, go to jail. I talk to bro about it all the time. And nobody else can go to jail.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you go to jail,
you talk to me about it all the time too.
If you go to jail, then I'm like, nah, I ain't got it, because I can't keep doing it. I gotta break the trim, because it's traumatizing me having to keep nobody look nobody else. Somebody go to jail, call him, call call your man.
And you ain't out there doing none of that.
I ain't out here breaking no law or nothing. And it's not that I'm just turning my back on people. It's just like, I just gotta
enough is enough.
Everybody get an opportunity, but it's like now we in our 40s, approaching 50. Nobody should be going to jail anymore. We have too much opportunity around us for everybody to try to do something. And if people come home and try to find a position to do something, it's always an opportunity for you to make some type of money. You know what I'm saying? It may not always be what you want, but if you stick to something or try to do something, it can help you. So it's not that I'm like turning my back on the hood. Just that for me, I just feel like I'm just done.
Right.
I didn't give so much
to
this, and trying to be loyal to the soil. Then it doesn't really equate to nothing. That money you can be investing in so many other different things. So anybody out there now, each his own. People are still young and out here supporting individuals that's in jail. And it's okay if you want to support your loved ones, but it's just that for me, I've been doing it for what? I don't know.
20, 30 years? Yeah.
Teenagers?
Mm-hmm.
We grinding to pay for lawyers and paying for people, and it's like we giving up so much. We didn't risk our freedom to pay for lawyers and risk our freedom to send people commissary. And it's like the street code, but it's like, is it, at some point you get tired of it, man. Get tired of it. But now if my guy go to jail for something trying to protect his family or something like that, something of that nature, then cool. But we don't have to break law no more. We don't have to go to jail for selling drugs no more. We got to go to jail for robbing and stealing, whatever the case may be. We now are adults. We grown. Everybody got kids and families. Why you want to break law? How can I sit up here and say I got a podcast called Tales from the Jails, and we spread stories and awareness to people, then I leave out of here and I go break law? I'm like a straight hypocrite. I'm a straight hypocrite.
Mm-hmm.
No matter if I ain't getting caught or not. If I leave out of here and I'm selling drugs and nobody knows, but I'm sitting here trying to tell people don't go to jail, I'm being a hypocrite. Because ultimately, what's going to happen is I'm going to get caught, or you're going to get caught at some point. All it takes is one time for you to get caught. That's it. So for me, it's not that I'm, turning my back on the hood. It's just that me personally, I just feel like I'm just done. It's just like I feel like
I don't look at it like you're telling me. I right now, for me to answer that, I haven't, been out here doing the things you've been doing. I didn't send a few. I could count on probably on two hands how many times I done sent dudes money in the jail. You know what I'm saying? When they do call and ask, and I do got it. And there's levels to it. I like to listen to, I like that slogan, levels. It's definitely levels to every aspect of life. And when you start to climb them levels and you've been doing the same constant thing for years, shit become played out. Especially when we're talking about we're talking about this topic right here of you constantly taking care of a person that constantly come home, constantly go back to jail. when is enough enough? I know I'm gonna be burnt out. The reason why I'm still in this mood, I'm freshly home. You know, I'm a few years home and I still got the mentality, the guys. But in order to be successful, you gotta break from that shit. The guys. Homie told me one time, right? I said to a homie, right? I said, damn, bro, I called him, right? This is when I first come home from doing my time, doing the 21 years, I call him. His old lady pick up the phone. Shout out to you, bro. You know who I'm talking about. She pick up the phone. I'm like, damn, what's such and such at? She like, oh, he in the shower. I'm gonna tell him to call you back. So I hang up the phone. I'm like, damn. So I call him back. I'm still with the mentality I left the street 20 years ago, though. So when I call him back, I'm like, damn, bro, I just tried to call you. Your whiz picked up the phone. Man, damn, when we start doing that, man, bros over hoes. Man, he immediately checked me from the gun bus. He told me, bro, if you don't get that thinking out your head, we not kids no more. All that, you know, bros before hoes and all that shit. He said, that's my wife. He said, that's my wife. That's who take care of my kids. That's who run my household. Nigga, she's before you. And I'm standing there like this. I'm in awe, like, what you mean? Because I haven't grew up to the age that I'm at. The big age, I'm still working with that 18-year-old mentality. And when that man told me this is someone that I love and honor like I do this brother, this is a brother of ours. And I'm like, damn, this shit, like, people got real life things they got to deal with every day instead of wanting to be with the guys and on a block or worrying about what happened. No, we ain't. I got a household to run, man. Not only run, but to lead. The leading don't take one day. Leading is for the rest of your life. Once you become in that position, that's not no part-time job. That's a 24-hour day job, leading a household. You don't go work for 8, you don't go do that for 8 hours and you off the rest of the day till you come back. No, that shit is forever once you acquire a family, man. And he taught me a real valuable lesson that day when I called that man and asked him about, damn, why she answering the phone, bro? It's bro. Nah, nigga, you ain't got to call that phone. This is what he told me. And I'm sitting here shocked, like, what you mean, bro? I still love you. He tell me I love you, but that's my family. Mm-hmm. And that's what we got to realize, man. You got to stop doing that, man, because motherfuckers grow up, shit get old. Motherfuckers turn their back. Just because you went and did that 5 years and you had all the sneaks, all the soups everywhere. You know what I like to say? Because people was there looking out. You get out, stay out for 2 years or 18, whatever months, then you back in, you got another 3 years. Man, motherfuckers ain't keep trying to pay that, bro. Niggas got bills, man. Niggas got expensive kids. They own lifestyle. And they keep over and over and over. You just did 5 here. I looked out for that bid. And then you got another 3. You want me to look out again. And then you come home and then you get another 2. No. Fuck no. You doing this on your own, man. And I stand on that, Feek. So I respect that what you just said, man. Yeah. And I'm still going through my growth of becoming a standing firm, law-abiding citizen. And it's a journey. Mm-hmm. It ain't just, this ain't something that you could just turn on and turn off. You got to ease your way and you got to want it. You got to want it. The person that's coming home like me, I want it. I struggle like a motherfucker. I'm going to be the first one to let you know but the only thing that I'm not doing that I was doing before is going out there, bending corners, selling drugs and stuff like that. Do I still have thoughts that pop in my head every now and then? Like, damn, I could cut this. Yeah, I'm a human being. But the overall thought at the end of the day, like, man, first of all, I ain't trying to sit in that cell. Secondly, you hear what one of my brothers say. He talking about his blood brother when he talking about, man, I'm done. Motherfuckers is done, man. Yeah. That shit gonna be crunchy in there at 45, 48, 49. Don't nobody want to go through that, man. So I understand exactly what he talking about, man.
Yeah, it's like it's to the point now where it's like, you know, we gotta practice what we preach. And it's like now, when you in jail and you saying, man, I come home doing this, I'm doing that, I'm trying to you know, fly straight. We've all been there. We all heard someone say that, and somebody come home.
That be the attention, bro. That be the attention from the drive. It really do, and I was one of them. Yeah. So you can't count them out. Like, you always that be. But when shit don't be working fast, like I say, shit not gonna happen overnight, and that's what a lot of us coming home from jail, and then we be too caught up on things that's going on around us. I'm gonna just keep it real. A lot of dudes come home, and you might got a partner or two, and they might be doing well in their business. They might be working like me. I got a partner that got a business and he's all right. His success is not yours. You're not going to get a truck in the next 3 months. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna do that. You're not gonna. If you got that mentality, you're gonna get frustrated because it's taking too long, and then you're gonna go revert back to that old thing that you used to do. Especially if you one of them dudes that really know how to get some money. Just because you got caught don't mean you don't know how to get no money. It just means you was sloppy a little bit. But if you a dude and you know, damn man, I could take a motherfucking 8-ball and make this joint 9 ounces in 3 weeks. You got dudes that can do that. You was one of them niggas at the time in your ignorance. So that be pulling at you. You know you can go do this, but there is an ultimate price to pay. Not just going to jail, but good friends and family members falling off when you go to jail now. Now you're in there by yourself. You ain't got nobody to do. Trust me, I know. I've been through it. Yeah, I'm going through things right now, trying to get my money up and stuff like that. It's a grind. It's a never-ending grind. Mm-hmm. That's it, man. Don't nothing come to a sleeper but a dream. Remember that, please.
For sure, because at the end of the day, we all have to understand that everybody is an individual. We got individual lives. It's been times where as though I had made my family wait just to make sure I was able to pay lawyers and stuff for the guys.
See, that's crazy. Made your family wait, man. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Your kids, and they might need to do one of this or that.
My wife ain't had nothing to do with that. She like
at all.
She just rocking with me, like, all right. Because she understood, she like at the time, it's like, wow, like, yeah, I gotta pay for this lawyer. Lawyer costs $10,000, and I may have made her wait. She may have wanted to take a trip and go somewhere. But I'm like, nah, I gotta do this for the guys. I gotta take care of this. That ultimately wasn't fair, but I didn't see it at the time.
Right.
I didn't see it. Like, I'm like, all right, like you said, these are my guys, gotta make sure they cool. But ultimately, she shouldn't have to wait for nothing. Mm-hmm. Because she's playing her position. It ain't her fault that my friends is in jail or my family is in jail. Mm-hmm. And people don't really understand that. And then if a woman ever opens her mouth and say, well, look, well, we gotta think about the family, and the guys will look at her as she's wrong. They will look at her like, she on some nut stuff, man. Because people are selfish. Mm-hmm. And she may want to take care of the family, have a trip with the family, because she understands that, she worked hard and she's in the house doing what she got to do in the household. And she may want to go out somewhere, go somewhere, go leave, go on the island. And I'm sitting here like, no, we can't do it right now. I got to take care of it. It's already, she got to be patient with me working all the time, trying to figure it out. And then she got to be patient with me trying to take care of other people outside of the household. Just not fair at all. Now let's go back to people that's in jail, people that's going to jail and calling mom and dad, or getting mad when the friends or people don't send them money in jail. You knew you was out here breaking law. Where is your money at? Where is your savings? What did you put to the side for yourself? Because listen, where we come from, we always thought that when you go to jail, gotta have some money put away in case you get caught. This is terrible thinking, but it's actually smart thinking at the same time.
This rule 101, man.
Yeah, you make sure you gotta have lawyer money. But nowadays, a lot of these young guys are just shooting up stuff. I want to talk about something too, the little off topic, right? It was a little kid I just saw, 15-year-old boy. And I believe he's in Bronx or the Queens. They was at a basketball court. They bullied this kid. Right? I don't know if you saw it. They
shot him.
Yeah. And this is another kid that shot him, who's going to be arrested and wasn't arrested now. Mm-hmm.
They was in the playground or something.
Yeah, that's senseless violence, man.
These kids, man, they getting around these guns.
He shot that kid in his neck or wherever he shot him in his face, wherever he shot him at, man.
All this stuff comes from and I'm not saying this is the main key but you could save a lot more. You could save a lot more kids, especially if you discipline them correctly. If you start the discipline age early. Not to say that all of them is going to be just, good products of society, no. But if you had, out of 10 kids, more than 5 of them is going to be correct. Mm-hmm. If you install that discipline. And people looking at me like I'm funny and crazy. No, at 5, 6 years old, I'm on their ass, man. And then a person just told me something the other day, right? And because he said he was watching it. When I called my man, he said I was watching. He said, but I got to go with you. I got to count Feek out. I don't know how Feek don't know. And I'm like, why? And when he said it made sense, I said, I got to go back and bring it to him. He said, because when you was like 5 and 6, no, man, they don't really be knowing that. And I'm like, and I was like, man, but my man said, yes, they do. Because you remember doing things at 5 and 6, and you remember doing it sneakily. And if you do it sneakily, you know it's something you ain't supposed to be doing.
But the thing what I was saying was, I was thinking that I was speaking about them being in jail at 5 or 6.
Oh, no. I wasn't even talking about
sorry, that's what I was thinking. But it kind of, but I agree with you, what you're saying, right. Like holding the kids accountable at 5 or 6 years old. But I was saying, like, because we was talking about jail, and I was thinking, like, when is it that time for a kid to be held accountable and sentenced to prison? and you was like 5 or 6. I'm like, no, not 5 or 6. I was thinking about the actual jail aspect.
Yeah, not yet.
But you're totally right, because you gotta hold your kids accountable as soon as they start, learning how to
Right from wrong. That's it.
Ask for something.
Like I just now went
Gotta
and
set
seen,
rules.
like we talked about it yesterday, but I finally seen it for the first time today, how this man disciplined both his sons. Both of them went into an establishment. Now, any type of stealing is bad, but you got levels to stealing. They already young kids at a level inside of a establishment stealing wares or whatever they stealing and get caught. I'm whooping their ass, and he had him up in the air by his arms and wearing him out. Not wearing him out to the point where he beating his face, and no, he got the belt on them legs and that ass. All leg work and ass work. And that motherfucker was welling like a goddamn baby. And I'm like, yeah, I totally agree with it. I agree with it. I bet you he's not going to steal for a very long time if he plan on stealing again. That's going to be nipped in the bud for the foreseeable future. We're going to come back and revisit that with him for a while. But that discipline was installed. And you have to lead with some type of physical action, man. All that, yo, man, my life, especially when they're yours. When they're yours, yeah, come on, man. Now, when you talking to somebody else's kid now, you can't put your hands on yours. Man, shit, you gonna lock me up today, because if my son, lady come in here and tell me something, yeah, he was in school grabbing people's asses and running down the whole ass whooping me. Ass whooping me, that's my name. Ass whooping. How you in school grabbing asses? No, man, you ain't supposed to be doing that. You know you ain't supposed to be doing this. You talk about I ain't, no. So now, instead of a verbal lashing, now you gonna get a little bit of physical in here, man.
Yeah. Grabbing behind, just touching.
Yeah, that lead to rape now.
Yeah.
Now this lead to bigger things if it's left unchecked.
Yeah, taking pictures, they behind,
Yeah.
it folds and all that. Yeah, they do a lot of crazy stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Tuss, you right, man. Shout out to you, man. It was in the barbershop. He wore their asses out. I guarantee you they ain't stealing in the near future, no time soon.
Yeah, so we got kids nowadays. You gotta check your children, because if I'd have got caught stealing by my dad, I probably would have missed the whole summer.
Probably the end the next one.
Yeah, I've been in the crib probably for the whole summer.
But when he had beat you though.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, see, yeah, you knew that was. You wasn't even worried about staying in the crib for the summer. You knew that was. If you worried about
looking at y'all niggas outside playing yo, you can't come out. Like, nah, we know Ant-Man ain't. Remember how we try to get y'all to come talk to my pop, let us out?
Yeah, Ant-Man already knew all that. He right there waiting on us that way. All y'all that way.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody,
He wasn't going for none of that.
None of that.
My pop even had a rule where though if you don't go to school, you can't go outside. Man, I ain't missed not one day of school.
You would try to be outside.
If you don't go to school, and then in the wintertime, y'all, all right, it's wintertime. I'm cool not going outside in the wintertime. Dad, you wasn't watching no TV or nothing. You just had to stay in your room all day. So for me, I'm like, man, I'm not, listen, man, I ain't miss a day of school with my pop, man. But just to go back to another thing too, we got to speak about the parents. Like what about the mom out here? She working a job, her son is in jail, and she trying to figure it out for her. She probably a single parent. She probably a single parent trying to figure it out. But her son on her line, Mom, did you get the money for the lawyer? Did you get this money for the lawyer?
That's going on all the time at an alarming rate.
It's terrible, man.
See, because when a person first goes in, especially at a young age, you ain't developed. This is where you're going to start to grow at. This is where you're going to go through your trial and tribulation. Inside that penal system, it's going to bring you corrections. It will. Mm-hmm. Whether you're going to be on the left side of it or the right side of it. But at first, everything is me, because you're in the jam, you're in the bind, I'm locked up. Everything is going to be they. I went in there, right? And when I went back for resentencing, right? Because I came home, you was in the courtroom with me. You talked real good to because I wasn't supposed to come home in 2026, y'all. So, Trump passed the law that sent me home 2021, right? But I had to come back and see my back judge. I mean, not my back judge, but my judge that sentenced me to that time. My judge had died. So I had a new judge in place. So I went back and seen it. So I'm talking to a white boy the night before. And he like, yo, he's in there, he's in jail with me. He's a convict. And he said, yo, man, what you gonna say to that lady tomorrow? Because I gotta talk. I gotta tell her why she should let me out of jail. Mm-hmm. And I say, man, I'm gonna go in there and be like, yeah, man, yeah, I had my life taken from me, man, as a little kid. Stop me. I said, well, he said, say that again. I said, yeah, I'm gonna go in there and tell the man, Your Honor, yeah, I had my life taken at me. I just want to get back home to my family. He said, she's not gonna let you go home. I said, damn. I said, what you mean she's not gonna let me go back home? He's like, because you're still not showing accountability. The my life was taken from me statement is a victim.
Yeah.
I'm making myself a victim. You see what I'm saying there?
Mm-hmm.
I'm in there talking about my life was taken from me, Jan. That's arrogant. That's basically saying, y'all got me in here, y'all took my life all these years, now y'all should let me go home. No, Your Honor, I gave my life up due to me doing this negligent stuff back when I was a child.
Yeah.
That is taking full accountability in just that one sentence. You gotta be careful when you talking in these courts and you trying to get home, man. Don't go in there shifting blame, y'all took all that. No, especially if you was found guilty or pled guilty, you already cooked, you did it. If you're found guilty or pled guilty, you're booked for that. So all that you trying to shick and shive and jake, no, maybe I ain't did it. Nah, no. Now it's time for redemption, and redemption, the first phase is accountability, man.
Out of 1,000 inmates in prison, right? How many of them is actually innocent?
Out of 1,000, probably like 7 in my book.
So out of 1,000 people, only 7 people really are in there.
Like, I'm not going to say 7, but you have a lot of people. It's way more people in there that's caught for what they did, bro. If you have it's not even 100 people in there. If you got 1,000 people, it's not 100 that didn't do it.
Just think about how many cases these judges see. It's so many prisons and so many inmates that go to jail. It's so many, man. The court systems is crazy, man. Think about all them cases that people just getting sent upstate for life. Cause somebody was saying something the other day. They was like, life is life, man. You're not getting out. My man called me. He said, "Your life is life, man." And you never really realize that until you in prison. Cause you meeting guys in there that got 40 years, 50 years, 60 years, been there for 50 years. He said, my guy said, I met a couple guys in there. It was cool with lifers in prison. He's like, man, it's like people in there that have been there for 50 years. And you even heard Brooks say it too. Brooks mentioned that too. He was like, yeah, this guys you be walking next to on the track, old guy, I've been there for 50 years.
Yeah. What you could say to him? You in there, you better shut up and you better not do no whining around these men. Prison grows you up fast, man. If you ain't have a pop before you came to prison, you gonna have a pop because prison is your pop now. Prison is your biological father. You will be lectured, you will be disciplined, you will learn, you will be corrected, and that's what a father's supposed to do. So he is taking the place of your biological father, and I say he, no, I'm meaning that he is the jail.
That's your question. If your son, God forbid, if your son was to go to prison, right?
First and foremost, I'd be crushed. I failed him. Me, I'm talking about me. I've been through all that. I feel as though I did all that.
It ain't always you, though. It ain't always you.
No, but I'm going to still take it as that.
Okay.
I'm going to still take it as that. I could have been around more. It could come like right now. You had to get on me about being with my son all the time. I could be more of a father to my son. You know what I'm saying? And I'm a man, and I admit to that. And by me admitting to that, that's the first step to accountability in doing what I got to do.
Imagine if this is a question, though. Your son, say your son goes to prison, right? And he goes to prison, and you're trying to talk to him and say, "Hey, listen, son, you shouldn't be doing this, blah, blah, blah. Let this be the last time." How many opportunities would you give your son to get it right before you say, "You know what, you're on your own"? And I'm gonna tell you why I asked that question. Go ahead. Or you always gonna rock with him?
Yeah, I'm gonna always rock with him, but it ain't gonna be how like the first 2 times gonna be. It's gonna be a lot less off, but I can't just turn away and walk away. It's my son. And then I'm gonna be feeling some guilt behind it, like maybe I could have did more. And I'm gonna be feeling like that. I'm gonna be really feeling like, I'm talking about me. I'm talking about me, not a Brahim that never been to jail before and always been a law-abiding citizen. Maybe I have a different way of thinking and can probably cut him off at the second time. But me, I know that I'm gonna feel a little bit like, damn, this shit come from me, man. This shit, so I will, you best believe this the 4th time he in jail now. Oh no, it ain't gonna be nothing like the first 2 times. Oh no, nigga. If I was sending you money one time a month, this shit gonna be once a quarter.
Reason why I asked you that too, because I was talking to my guy. I was up on Ridge at the masjid on Ridge, and I see my guy there. I see my guy. He's riding down Ridge, and I was going in to go pray. And he pulled over, stopped, hopped out, talked to me. He was telling me about his son. He's like, "Yo, my son down for a temp. You know, he been going to jail since he was 21. Now I think his son, he said 30, whatever. But he said that his son is like he gonna beat the case, and he probably gonna come home. But he was like, he told his son, like, man, like basically like, this is it. I can't do it no more. I can't support you in this. So if you come home, you go back to jail, you done. He said his son was like, man, like basically like, all right, I'm done. I'm not gonna do this no more. But also his son was saying like, yo, but like, Pop, you was in jail and you understood. You understand what was going on in here.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you understand how it is. You can't forget that. You can't turn your back on. He was like, man, I told him, like, I'm just done. Is dad wrong?
No, his dad is not wrong, but his dad is not. His dad lying.
Shout out to my man Sheeb. But go ahead. What'd you say?
Sheeb lying to him. Sheeb would be there. Like, this is your son. Like, it's easy to do it to a brother, a friend. You know what I mean? And you still probably won't do it to them all the way in that manner. Like, you still be around. Hey, not. I'm telling you, it's gonna come to the point where as though I'm not gonna be fully committed to you like how I was, but you're not getting that. No, you're not gonna. No, but I can't. I just can't.
You let him go in there and fight with a PD. He got attempted murder. You let him fight with a PD?
If he got some people coming through with some check, I'm gonna help out. But for me to pay the whole thing again, nah. I'm gonna tell him, look, boy, this is what I got for you. This is what I got. I ain't got that whole thing, but this is what I got.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just can't. And I'm talking like this because of me. Because of me. And I'm not saying it's right. It's because of me, of what I've been through in life thus far. But I'm not going to let you burn me out.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not. I just can't. Especially if I'm in a position. Now, if I'm fucked up and all that, I might duck your call a little bit. And that's sucker shit. You ain't supposed to be doing that. But I'm fucked up. I know what you're going to call and ask. I don't have it.
Mm-hmm.
But if I know I'm cool, I'm not gonna be overloading you, no, but all right, yeah. I need a little deuce. I got 75. Yeah, you better call somebody else for the other being 25. I ain't gonna totally outright, but you just can't get no.
Yeah,
cause that'll make it hurt, make you realize too, like, damn, motherfuckers ready to be done with a nigga ass. I remember I used to get this and now I just called my man. Now you sitting there, or the lawyer, $2,000 for the preliminary. Yeah, I got 300, bro. You need $1,700 more now.
Yeah.
Now you can't call nobody else to get a deuce. Yeah, but you want the 3 to your books or to the lawyer? Which one you want to do? That's all I got. Can't be mad at me.
Yeah.
Can't be mad at me.
Can't be mad because I came with something.
Get something.
I got a close friend that do that. Like, he does that all the time to people. People come to him like, yo, I need $3,000 or whatever dollars to do this. And he'll be like, you know what? I need to borrow $3,000 so I can, get this done. What he'll do is he'll say, here you go. I got $400 for you. You don't got to pay me back. This is help you get to what you. And in the beginning, I'm looking at him I was wrong. I'm counting his pockets because I'm doing the same. I'm paying for this and paying for that. And I'm looking at him like, yo, you out of pocket. Yo, you got all that money. You gonna give him $400? He like, no. He's like, because I'm not out here running the streets. I live a regular life. Like I'm not. So they gotta take what I give. So I was like, in the beginning, I'm like, because I'm paying for lawyers, paying for this, sending money, make sure everybody's cool, taking care of people, wives out here, girls out here, paying them rent, helping them with car notes at the same time, and daycare payments and all these different things. I'm not only taking care of the person in jail, I'm taking care of people's families out here, doing all these things, paying people to move in place. It's just so much that I was doing, and I'm like, looking at my man like, yo, he got all this money. You gonna give him $400? He's like, no, he giving him $400. He don't got to pay me back. I helped him. I'm just not taking the brunt of the load because that's not my responsibility. Mm-hmm. And for a while, I'm like, damn, but I'm like, I respect now. I understand why he did it. And he has a family. He got a bunch of kids. You know what I mean? Multiple wives. He got a lot of stuff going on. So I understand why he was doing it. So now to go back to your son being in prison, and your son, you saying you're not letting him fight a case with the PD?
Well, sure. I'm not paying the whole goddamn thing. All right, so he gonna have to fight the case with the PD.
All right, now what about this scenario? Like we just heard the other day, one of our friends came to us and said their son was offered a deal, right?
Yeah.
And they was like, this is a good deal for whatever he's facing. Mm-hmm. And He was like, I don't know if my son might want to take the deal because of where his mental at. He don't look at it as a good deal. Now, as his father, are you encouraging him to like the deal you know about?
Yes.
His situation.
Yes.
You encouraging him to take a deal?
Yes. I'm super I'm heavy on the encouragement tip.
Especially why? Because of what?
Especially what?
Because
if he did it, if he did it and they can prove he did it, he on camera and it ain't no getting around it, boy, don't go in there playing with him because they'll give you life. He's facing the homicide. He ain't facing no drug case, no, and they coming at you with something 10 or 12, and you young, you went in there 22, 23, you got to live with that, son. Son, you did some nut shit. You did some nut shit. They offering you a dime. I know these people will sit you in there for life. You go to trial playing with these people, they're going to knock you out the park. You know how when you playing baseball and you get a home run, boom. In order to get a home run, you got to put the meat on the motherfucking ball, the fat part of the bat, boom, in order to knock it out the park, for real. You know what I'm saying? So you got to make the right decision, man. You got to make the right decision. And making the right decision, sometimes you got to bite off, you can't bite off more than you can chew, man. You know what I'm saying? In them cases, man, you got to man up. You was man enough to go out there and do what you did, stood over a nigga, whatever, and they got you all on 4K, 5K, and they coming at you, he go a dime.
Why?
You in there talking about, no, that's the young, arrogant shit, thinking you can beat it.
We just seen a grown man do that. We telling this person, me and you just saw the footage before the person even seen it. We telling the person, look, yo, that joint is in 5K. That's you on the camera. Like, no, I can do this. Like, no, man. The lawyer even told us, listen,
bro,
man.
It's only one thing, bro. It's only one thing, and I'm going to say this, man. I love my brothers to death, man. He my brother. Niggas don't be equipped for doing time, bro. Niggas don't be equipped. He the same one that told me when I took 11 half to 23. Man, you out your damn mind. I took that because I know the trouble I can get into. I'm a convict, an ex-convict. I know. Them dudes we talking about right now, they used to being in no jail for no 8, 9, 10, 11 years. 2 years of them is like, oh my God, life. And you on camera firing a nigga ass up. Boy, if you don't take that deuce and start playing with them people, man. But you know, a lot of people is not quick. They don't want to do that time.
I was surprised to see him get that type of deal because I'm like, yo, we told him, yo, man, listen, man. Ray Charles can see that's you on that camera, man.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Because I was...
anything can happen. He started saying anything can happen in there, though. Anything can happen with you on 5K, huh?
Listen, man, and he got there. Listen, after they said it was him on the camera, he got in there and started crying at his jaw.
I just bet he did. He was crying because he was thinking about taking that 1 to 2 that they offer him. He thought it was ready to get real crunchy.
He's in there crying. Yo, man, I'm trying to get my environment. You know, you should have just got all the people way in the beginning, boy. He made out good.
Yeah, he still made out good, but it could have been
he
crazy.
He didn't get that. They offered him at 1 to 2. He got a 2 to 4, but he could have got a 1 to 2.
Yeah, he could have got a 1 to 2.
But he went there playing.
When they're playing around,
the people that gave it 2 to 4. So and now
he could have fucking around and got more than that. That was just a blessing that he had a good lawyer. Alhamdulillah. They said 5 to 10. He'd have fell out in the courtroom.
Because you was thinking he was gonna get something like that.
Yeah. I know how this shit go. Like, man, come on, man.
He was like, yeah, they probably give him.
They told him if they'd have told him 5 to 10, you said he was crying off. If they told him 5 to 10, he probably shitted and everything. Fuck, just cry. You know how a person gets shot in the head, boom, and they lose all their bowel movements and all that because they ready to die. No, they told him guilty 5 to 10. They already know how it went. He shitted like a motherfucker, man.
yo, you know that video with the ball who looked back at the people when he's like, what he say? He said, I asked for it. Know that Joy, that little Joy. He looked back. Yeah, you know, man. Y'all probably know the video, man. The ball was like he turned, but he looked back at the people behind him. His face was crazy. That's the same face bro had. He looked back at us. Face full of tears. I'm like, he was like trying to get leniency from the judge.
Yeah, no.
The judge want him to speak. Okay, hey, listen, I give you a chance to talk. What do you have to say?
It was 60 cent leniency for the judge, 40 cent he ain't trying to do it. That's what the tears was. Yeah. It was damn near 50-50. Yeah.
So he started crying. Y'all came from a broken home, man. My life is this, my life is that. I'm sitting back looking at this nigga, stone cold criminal. This nigga stone cold.
Then you ain't crying because you ain't want to take that deal and all that, but you still made out good. But hopefully he learns his lesson this time around. This shit, I mean, you never know, man, to a person. It's not even about learning your lessons. It's about right? It is about learning your lesson. Let me back up a little bit. It is about learning your lesson, but it's about your patience now. Only people who survive and thrive is ones with patience, man. Because you're gonna come out here, man, and especially is your patience and not your expectations. You can't be telling you. Certain people come home and hear about, especially family members might be doing good. I know he got me, and I know I'm big, and shit might not happen like that. And then you like, well, then you got the same face on that you had in front of the judge, crying and shit up, or whatever the case may be. That right there, you gotta get that out. You gotta get that shit out your head and think about you, man, and worry about you and worry patience, and not putting too much expectations on you, man. Because shit not gonna happen overnight unless you go ahead and get one of them little scratch offs and hit for or a goddamn lawsuit that's gonna give you 1.5. Other than that, and you're getting older. You're getting older. You coming out here trying to get a job now, a felon. Man, that shit crazy, man. You got to have patience at an alarming rate. And if you don't got that, I get with you after you get back out of jail, man. Because you're gonna do something again.
And yo, listen, don't forget hit the like button. And if you are able to become a member, and please subscribe to the channel. Now, the thing about it is this. So we'll go to the judges, right? These judges see all these cases, right? And 9 times out of 10, whenever a person is guilty, they they go into this whole apologetic thing. I'm sorry. My life is this. My life is that. I was raised this way.
They done heard that shit 99,000 times.
Well, listen,
man.
You hear the judge, but the judge say a lot of times is, listen, all right, I hear all that, but I got to stick to the guidelines. The guidelines state this.
My hands. I'm going to tell you what the judge said to me. What I heard him say to me verbatim. He said, man, listen, Mr. Jackson, man, they told him about me being in foster care and, certain things that I've been through and what I didn't have and how I was deprived. And he's sitting there right there listening. He's listening good. Because it'd be your lawyer, explaining on your behalf of what you've been through and everything, how sorrowful you is. He said, listen, due to Congress, the Congress makes the laws of the land. My hands is tied behind my back, meaning the case that you got holds a 300-month time barrier. So I'm going to send you to this 300 months because I have to. Now, furthermore, there are a lot of people born in society without a silver spoon, and they don't go out here and commit these acts that this man has been found guilty of, and he's absolutely correct. How many people we know that come from impoverished lands that's successful men, legitly?
Yeah.
How many friends we got that's out here, man, not even successful, because success comes in all. It don't mean you got a lot of money. No, success means you're thriving, you're doing what you're supposed to do. That's what I take success as. You know what I'm saying? If you got $40,000 in your bank account, all your bills paid for, your car, your girl car, your kids are taken care of school, you're successful.
Yeah, 40,
you don't need millions of dollars in your bank account to say, yeah, I'm successful. Well, I don't anyway. Like, I mean, that's just me. But, yeah.
All right. So the thing about it is this also. Another thing is when you have a situation like this where people go to jail, right? And people are they're found guilty, right? And they go to, and they ready to go to sentencing. Why is it that a person knows that they were I'm saying they know that they were wrong, right? And they had opportunity to take a deal. Why is it they are still expected to get leniency? Like, why are you still trying to get leniency?
Denial, bro. Denial. We blame everything on everybody. So what? We don't care about what we just did. Please don't do. Please let me. It's always the denial. Is that not accountability?
Like, you didn't kill 4 or 5 people,
and you still want 30 years, 25 years. No, it don't go like that. We're selfish. We're selfish. You gotta learn that. You gotta learn that accountability. It's gonna sink in on you. You know what I'm saying? You're looking for more than what you're supposed to get. No, bro.
Do you think if you go in there and admit to your crime, it helps the judge?
You goddamn right.
The judge or what?
That's why they give you a deal when you cop out. That's why when you cop out, instead of getting life, you get 40. That's why they came at them in. He gonna take this 1 and 2 instead of this 2 to 4. When you go in there, that's accountability. That's the first step to recovery. I did that, man. That gun y'all called, that was mine, man. I ain't even gonna make y'all fight. Good man. That's the first form to progress.
And the judge may look at it like, you know what? Listen, I'm gonna give you the
low end. I'm gonna give you the low end. You took accountability, man. That's the first step to recovery. I ain't in here playing with y'all. No, I ain't did it. Making y'all go to trial, taxpayer dollars, I ain't get booked.
You ever seen the boys who get found guilty? They get up there when it's time of sentencing. They be like, "Well, listen, I want to apologize for the family, but I ain't had nothing to do with it. It wasn't even me."
You're not taking accountability.
And the judge is sitting there looking at him like, "Yeah, okay."
Watch this. I'm ready to drop this mallet from way up top. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, you know what I mean? It's all accountability, man. Like the man said. Like the man was just telling, it goes back to what the man was like, what you was going to say to the judge? Well, I'm going to go in there and just tell her, man, that my life been taken. And this is 21 years later.
Yo,
this is 21 years later, and I still had this mentality.
We talked about something too. We talked about you, right? When they offered you a deal initially, when you got indicted, right?
Yeah.
They offered you what, 10 years?
No, they offered me like 15.
15 years.
No, it was 17 years.
17 years.
It was 17
but
years.
But you ended up doing 20. So basically, if you would took that 17 years, they would have dropped it down. You probably would have came home
like 14 and some change.
So you'd have been out 6 years earlier.
Yeah. Yep.
And you know, so yeah, but the thing, I think the thing with you and us at the time, we didn't understand what we was up against.
Right, we was kids.
Yeah, we didn't know.
We ain't know nothing. We barely knew about the state. You know, we ain't know nothing about the feds.
So now you
thinking the feds, but not to cut you off. You thinking the feds come get the mafia, million, you got to have 1,000 kilos of crack cocaine, and you know, you never thought the feds was coming to get some little niggas from out of West Philadelphia from down the bottom. And then put us on a grandstand indictment. I'm like, whoa, what the hell is this? You know what I'm saying? But they coming with it. They locking up niggas that's looking out. You can be a lookout and get 15 years, man. Your job is to sit on the corner and say, harder. Raw. All these is code names for police. And get 15 years for just doing that. You ain't sold nothing. Feds ain't playing with you, man.
Exactly. It's just crazy, man. Like, and the thing about it too, remember, one thing the feds said, they said that, you know, drug dealers don't look up. They're just watching us from the roof all that time.
You said drug dealers? Oh, that's what they
said.
Yeah, especially at nighttime and stuff. If they up there crawling up there and all that, you know what I mean? Yeah.
They just watched them have millions of pictures, millions of footage. Remember that night when they came and raided, and they had all them leaves? The boy came running down the street with leaves on his back that he was laying in the grass. That joint was crazy, man. Fatigue on.
Yeah.
He had leaves on. He had like a whole outfit for like he was in the army or something like that. I ain't never seen nothing like that in my life.
You said you ain't never seen nothing like that in your life, but yeah.
No, for a drug block though. Like that joint was crazy. They was serious trying to, you know, because remember we kept shutting down where they couldn't bust us. On duty, but they ended up coming like that on duty. But it was crazy. So now, right? Let's go back to the kid. Right, your kid don't take the deal. Right, that's offer in front of him. After you plead with him, like, yo, listen, son, this is the best deal you can get. This is the best opportunity for you to come home. You at this age, you get out, you might be 35, 40, 45, whatever, you know, old, you still have your youth. You can be in there working out. You're still going to be young. You still have your mind. You can go in there and get you a trade, get all these things while you're in jail. You're going to be away for a while, son. But go on here and get this over with. Get all these people away.
He ain't do it.
He ain't take that deal. And then he get in there.
I don't feel no type of way about that. I did my job. I told you, he's a man. He got to grow up. Everybody did. Every man is an individual, bro. You get accounted for the work that you put in, whether it be good work or bad work, man. When I say work, meaning an honest living or a criminal lifestyle living, you get judged by the work that you do. So by me, I did my part. Son, I did this before you. I know what can happen. Boy, you got all this evidence and you still took your route. Okay, he's becoming a man, making the choices for him in his life. Will I be upset? Yeah, I'll be upset, but I'll be like, all right, cool. I did my job. He got to stand on his business. He did that. Like with Queso Pop. Like we talked about before, Queso and his Pop Blue and all that. I'm not going to tell on my son, but yeah, you got to stand on your business, Queso. You did all this, you got to stand on your business, man. You did this, not me.
Queso was supposed to go ahead and they can offer Queso a deal.
Yeah, 25 years.
Now he got life.
And then another 15 years for the other murder. He just got found guilty of another murder like, 2-3 weeks ago.
He had to do 40 years, but he would have
Yeah, he was young. He went, so he could have probably,
He came only about 60 something.
Yeah, at least he home. And then you got all that time to be in shape, no drugs in you, you know. So you're gonna be well preserved.
Can you come home on good behavior for a murder?
What you mean?
Like they let you go, or he was doing good, and I'm gonna let you out, you know.
Well, you get let out at your minimum. Whatever your minimum is.
Well,
yeah.
the minimum was 25. 25. Now maybe they could have let the 25 and the 15 run concurrent. Could they do that?
They could do that. Yeah.
So he would have been home.
Yeah.
Been about maybe 45, got out.
Mm-hmm.
Now he got a will.
Mm-hmm.
And that deal is gone.
Mm-hmm.
You'll never see that deal again. And why is it that people are scared to take them deals? When you look at, if I'm looking at life, and I know I did it, and the evidence against me, because you know the discovery of the evidence against you before you even go to trial.
Yeah.
They got camera footage. They got rap songs.
Mm-hmm.
They got videos. They got you having these clothes on at this time, and this is the same pants you had on when you did this. You got a witness. I know that somebody telling on me, and you still walk in there and play with them people?
See, a lot of people know that. A lot of people know that. Like, say if the deal is for 40 years. If you take that deal, once you plead guilty, you have exhausted all your rights. You have exhausted your appeal rights, every right that you have. You pled guilty. I did this, and I'm telling you all this, that I did this to get the leniency from court to get this 40 years, because in other words, I go to trial and fight it and get life.
Yeah.
Now a lot of dudes will go ahead and take that gamble of getting the life. Why? Because everything is still intact for them. All their appeal rights. Everything is still intact. They get to appeal it this time, appeal it that time. And just because you're appealing it don't mean you're gonna get to come home. But you can look. This is a luck of the draw now. But you know, when you're thinking about them 40s, you start thinking about the age you is now, what age you'll be home at, and it take a real firm man to take them type of deals, bro.
Yeah,
it's taking 30 to 60. I might as well go to court. I might as well go to court, and it's a luck of the draw. Something might happen in here and shit go my way.
People will be like, man, I ain't taking no 30, no 60. You gotta give it to me.
Like what's name? I mean, Hurst.
An AR ad. But listen, that's another thing. I mean, Hurst, he took an open plea.
Yeah, he took. Yeah, but it's still a plea.
They would have had to put something on the table for me. I'm not on duty. You got to put some deal on the table that's like, all right,
but just like
I'm not taking an open plea, man. I can give you anything from 5 to 100 years.
All right, just like what's his name? He took a plea. We just had him on the FaceTime calling from jail. What's his name?
Bricks.
Yeah, Bricks. Bricks took a 30 to 60. I'm not taking 30. I got to go to trial, and I understand that. Like immersion, like 30 to 60, like 30 to 60.
He might not have had a lawyer because you got to get a better deal than that.
All right, but if you can't get it, we talking about the 30 to 60, like,
okay,
God damn, man.
Okay.
That don't sound like a deal, do it?
Mm-mm.
That sound like life. Yeah, man, you're not guaranteed to go home on your first time. You got a homicide. You got a real violent case.
Mm-hmm.
They might be like, you come up your 30 year, be like, all right, yeah, we'll see you in 3 more years. You know what I'm saying? So that's how it go. Mm-hmm. You got a lot of stuff to do, man. A lot of stuff to do, bro.
Yeah, man. I just can't, for myself, I just can't see myself. Like, if I know I did something.
Exactly.
And I know I did it. If I know I did it and I know I made a mistake, I gotta take the deal.
Right.
I just have to.
Yeah, you're gonna have to take the deal.
Uh-huh.
You're gonna have to take it, man, because you sit, but like I say, I don't want to say you're going to have to take it, but because if they come at you, deals be, yo, all right, you got 3 homicides right here, but look, we're gonna offer you 40 to 80. Is you taking 40 to 80 years, bro? You just go, no, y'all got to give me 40.
Yeah, now 40 to 80, that might sound, I might just might as well fight because my life is over.
So this is why these dudes is going, but 10, 12 years, your life ain't over.
Yeah, because they get
you a goddamn fool now. And then people be tricked. People be blind. Damn, killed the person. They only came at me with 12 years. Oh, I could beat this.
Yeah.
Niggas, they trick you with that too. Nigga be all off just because they offered you a little dime, little 12, and you know that this joint hold life 40, 30. Oh, I can beat it. That boy, the wool be pulled over your joint. And you go right in there and lose. And you like, I lost. Yeah, you lost, dummy.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So yeah, man, it's a lot of thinking to do, man. You'll have to make.
Is that a strategy though? I'm gonna cut you off. That strategy. Or if it's low, if it's a deal that's low in numbers, I'm gonna take that. But if it's a deal that's high in numbers, I'm always going to fight because if it's a 40 to 80, they gonna give me a hit anyway at 40 years.
Yeah,
I'm already 40
I got 3, 4 homicides.
Yeah,
you know that's life.
I'm also fight that.
I'm not taking that. Y'all got to get that to me.
Yeah.
Y'all got to give that to me, but you got to be strategic.
You're wasting taxpayers' dollars to go.
Man, listen, check this out. For a homicide, if they offer you 15 years or under, give it to me. And I'm not saying that it's right to go out here and commit homicides and all that. We talking about these dudes that's going to jail and they're playing with their lives when they could come home sooner than later. Dudes will go in there and get offered 10, 15 years. You got all this, because you're so cocky. That's pride. Too much pride. Oh, I could beat it. I could beat it. I could beat it. They only offer. And you know how many times I've seen that? Nigga get offered a dime. I'm going to get it. And that's what they say. Oh, shit, they know they got a weak case. They think I'm going to jump out here for that dime. I'm going to trial. You see that nigga at the end of the day, he like, what happened? Man, they booked me. Damn. They talking about giving me 40. They just had a dime on a plate for you, bro.
That hurt.
That hurt more than you? Man, come on, bro.
That hurt, man. That hurt so bad. You got it. They offered you a dime and then you turn it down and they gave you 50, 40, 50 years. And the thing about it too, when they give you like a 40 to 80, right? Something like that. That's just, once you get to the 40-year mark, you might walk in there, you might go in there, you might be 80 years old, right?
Mm-hmm.
You walk in there, either you roll in there in a wheelchair or you walk in there with a cane. And they still might give you a hit.
What if you got what? Yeah, they gonna give you
80 years old. You coming there after serving 40 years.
It's not about your age. They not looking at none of that, man. That's what a lot of people got to realize. They're looking at the severity of your case.
This is an old 80-year-old.
I don't give a fuck if you was ready to die.
He not gonna go in there and do nothing else.
Bro, man, because you know at these board meetings and shit like that.
Yeah. At 80, listen, y'all. See y'all.
Yeah, listen. Hey, yo, listen. But still, you go in these board meetings, they're not looking at, they're just gonna look at the conduct that you did, your conduct in jail for the last whatever amount of time that you was in there for, and then they're in there looking at the severity of your case. And then, say if you got 2-3 homicides, you and I mean Hurst in them situation, you're gonna still have family members that attend them hearings, that want you to stay in there. They don't want you to make parole. They be there at them hearings, and they speak. Yeah, Your Honor, man, he killed and then not only did he kill my nephew, he killed such and such a nephew. He's not ready to come home yet. They get that, not to say the judge gonna listen to it, but they get to speak their piece.
They're like, yeah, because my son is lost forever. And
yeah, this 30, 40 years later, you think that nigga mom still ain't coming down here to make sure you stay in there? Yeah. She's a law-abiding citizen. She ain't planning on trying to shoot you. This is the way to shoot you in your head, by keeping you in there. This is her way. So, yeah, I mean, them joints be hard, bro.
Wow. Now, is there any benefit in taking an open plea?
I don't know. I don't know nothing about I can't really, because I'll be shooting from the hip, because that's some state shit. I ain't never heard of an open plea in the feds. Yeah, come on over here and take this open plea. I'm not saying they don't do it. I just ain't never heard of it.
Yeah, because I heard. Anybody in the audience who know about what is it? Because what's the benefit of open plea if you just saying I'm just gonna plea out to the court and put myself at the mercy of the court, and you got
like that's like we gotta get a state bowl up
you
to
got
answer
four
that question.
You got 4 homicides. They're gonna sock it to you.
If you was,
I'm gonna give you 25 each one. But a lawyer can negotiate. Look, the DA. Look, all right, we're going 25. We go 25 each one. Let them run concurrent. You know what I'm saying? But you go in there to the judge, leave it to the judge. The judge is going to hit you with the Thor hammer. Now, dude, he gonna sock it to you.
Yeah.
And you seen what Amin Hurst said. Not to keep talking about Amin Hurst, but he said that he felt like they railroaded him. Not saying he didn't have any. He didn't sound like he was. He pleaded out, said he didn't sound like he was had any accountability for what he did, but he said he felt like they go back and watch the interview. He said he felt like they railroaded him, but
I don't think he grew up. I don't think he grew up yet.
He pleaded out to that.
Yeah, he pleaded out to that. And then you talking about you don't feel like they railroaded. You killed 4 people, bro. You killed 4 people. They gave you 55 to 110. What the hell did you thought you was gonna get?
He a kid, man.
But the hell was he a kid or not? You got 50. You got a chance to come home, because they can really well let him home at his 55-year mark.
He'll be 70.
So what? You got a chance at life, and you keep always doing. You making me mad with that. DB 70. Like he unalived 4 people that would never make it to 70. And you went to jail and you got a chance to come home again.
A 70 piece though.
Man, imagine never coming home. You talk about a 70 piece. Imagine never coming. He could have been in there for life. Death penalty.
Yeah, I guess, he did the crime.
You know what I mean?
He did the crime. So, you gotta sit in there and stick to the crime. I mean, stick to the, the consequences behind that. I'm just, every day I just pray. I just pray and be thankful that I'm not in that situation, man. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You can't have, a beautiful woman.
for nothing that's going for the rest of your
You
life.
can't just walk to the corner store. What's called? So you can't open a refrigerator again.
Yeah, none of that. 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 You never see a refrigerator. You know what I mean? You never, like you said, take out your own trash outside or help wash. You never wash. You never drive a car again. You never ride a bike again. We talking about the minute stuff. You'll never shit in the privacy of your own self and just let it. You know, you got to always do a courtesy flush now because now you're not doing that courtesy.
You're supposed to do that when you're home too, man.
No, but I'm just saying, I fill it up. I be in home in the crib. I be so glad I'm home that I start filling it on my nuts and everything.
No,
That's how I fill it up. I be taking big smashes.
No, dude.
So I'm in there smashing.
No,
but you can't do that in jail. You can't do that. You got to flush that joint. You could get hurt if you don't flush it.
Yeah. But you can't even get you can't even. It's like your life is over, man. So listen, y'all, young guys, people out there breaking, just try to change y'all life because, like, you don't want to be in prison, man, for the rest of your life. There's a lot of guys who ain't coming home. A lot of women that ain't coming home either. But more so with the guys is people aren't coming home ever again. Your ability to procreate, you're not gonna have no children. You know, you never go. It's unfortunate. The chances of you having children is really slim because what's called said he got his wife pregnant up there while he was locked up. Dang, what's the OG name, man? His son got killed. Dang, what's my OG name, man? He made a baby. He made a baby in jail. He made his son in jail.
Oh, Jeff Gant.
Jeff Gant made his son in prison, but the rules have changed now in the prison system. It's different now. You can't. The visits is different. You know, it's just so difficult to do anything, man. You can't even, you know, your life is over once you get that much time. Life is over. You can't do nothing.
Yeah,
it's terrible, man. It's terrible.
Super terrible. I'm talking about, man. It's a nightmare, bro. It's a nightmare. You got to endure that every day for the rest of your life, man.
I want to say something too. I want to, do a quick announcement. The MCOs is back, so anybody looking to start a home care agency in PA, you can reach out to TNS Licensing and Consulting, man, and they will help you start your own home care agency because the MCOs is back. 215-234-5550. I'll be this number. Contact TNS Licensing and Consulting, man. Reach out to them. If you hit them up on online as well at www.tnslicensingandconsulting.com. The MCOs is back. Start your home care agency no matter what state you're in. Yeah, so yeah, man, just crazy, man. It's a crazy situation, man. People out here just living life reckless with a gun. And then I see so many young guys on videos with they just showing these guns, man.
They got to learn by touching that pot, bro. See, they at the point that ain't no voice going to touch them there.
Like, we always had guns. We wasn't like in showing them. Do you think if we had like,
everything is more bolder and more brasher now?
Do you think if we had social media, we probably showing our guns too?
Nah. Because it was the slick and smooth.
We was trying to
with
get
it.
money.
Yeah, get money and be. You don't want the guns bring police.
Yeah.
You want to hide them as much as you can.
Mm-hmm.
We probably been sewing coke before we threw some goddamn guns. You know what I'm saying? Even though I knew we wouldn't have did that, but shit. Yeah, we got a brick up here. You know, we getting some money. They up there, go all the guns. And you won't see no dollars, no nothing. Everybody, little dirty little niggas, a bunch of big guns.
No money. Now, we was talking about that indictment with YBC.
Mm-hmm.
All murders and shootings.
That's it.
No money.
No money. All murder. No, they ain't talking about one. They ain't said, yeah, they ran about a 1.5 million we estimated through this block. No, they ran about 1.55 thousand bullets through this block. And that's just about it.
That's just crazy, man. It's just unfortunate, man. Not saying that I wish they would have been selling drugs and doing anything, but it wasn't no type of financial nothing. And some of the guys we know, that young guys that we know that's on them, one of the guys that's really, really close to us, he's charged with 3 homicides.
Bad, man. Not just 3 homicides, 2 shootings and 2 attempted and 2 guns, and yeah, that shit just loaded up, man. It's sad.
But not all of them guys. Majority of them guys on there, it's like, we know a lot of them guys, man. YBC Waters, FS the Bender.
It was up here on the show.
Yeah, man. Yop, Kwame, Yola, all them guys, man. Not to mention the ones that got killed. Then what's called is as soon as they get indicted, they kill the other young boy.
Yeah.
Coming out of his mom crib.
Mm-hmm.
These young boys we see in our neighborhoods down there every day. Whenever we going through, I see these guys. And it's like, yo, and it's always respect and love. And I see him, and we talking to him, and then when you know somebody, right, for being a certain way, you know, not, you know, and you know somebody, like, you know them and how they deal with you, how they see you and how they show you love, and then you just see them being taken away in this matter, whether it's through the prison systems or it's gun violence. Sometimes you wish you, like, dang, I wish I had an opportunity to say something to him, like, you know, what could I have said to him to probably change his mind? But sometimes you said it's already too late because the case is already being built.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man, it's unfortunate. So, if I take some phone calls, man, y'all can reach out to us. We can about to talk about it, man. For those who want to call in and speak to us, y'all know the number 215-316-4492. That's 215-316-4492. You know, and shout out to my guy calling from Morocco. I mean, who over here from Morocco, man. So we got somebody who was here watching from Morocco. Shout out to you, man. I saw it earlier. Man. So shout out to you. Shout out to everybody that's in here. Dark skin beauty as usual. 215 Nitro, Diesel 18, you know, $6 bills, Neem 531. You know, life is good if you let it be. Shout out to you. It's a hell of a title for a name. You got Test SJ8KM, Ski B7U, John Michael, Scars Scorpio 4785. Everybody that's in this chat right now is just Ibn Al Falani. That's what I'm talking about. The Eagle Galloway. Shout out to everybody, man, that's here, man. Don't forget to hit the like button if you can. Hit the like button. You know, everybody that's in here. You know, Johnson Life 302, everybody. So tell us, Judge, who we speaking with. Tell us, Judge, who we speaking with. You know, shout out to my guy, Empath, Assistant for Care. Once again, if you're in Jersey or in PA, you need some home care, Empath, they get you right. Tell us from the jails who we speaking with. Big Shaq 066. You know what that 066 mean?
That's the big homie Shaq. Salute.
It's Aisha, Stable 4756. You know everybody that's in here, man. Big Facts 2483. Brainiac 2411. Yeah, man. So y'all know number 215-316-4492. 215-316-4492. The lines is open, so you can call in. Now, I'm gonna ask you another question though. Judges, after they're giving out all this time, right, Young? Do they become immune to the sentencing of these people?
Yes, very much so. They be down there. They be working until they retire. They be doing this for years.
They
decades.
ready to go. They the job.
My judge sentenced me. My judge was like, he was in his late 70s, man. Dazelle Stewart. Anybody look him up, a federal judge, Dazelle Stewart. Pull his name up and look at all the sentences he passed down during his time as a federal judge.
Tell us from the jails who we speaking with.
Yeah, everybody keep hanging up.
Yeah, what's going on, man?
Y'all keep hanging up, man. Y'all got to get the phone time to open all the way up before y'all start talking. But yeah, that judge sentenced me, man. That judge, like, I think when you get to a certain age, you shouldn't even be up there in that position no more. You know, 80, 85 years old, you start to get dementia and all types of shit, and you just up there passing out numbers. That man sat up there and gave me 420 months like it was just taking candy from a baby. You know what I'm saying? And I really do think that they didn't did it so they're numb to it. It's nothing, you know, the first time you got to give a motherfucker, you know, 40 years for some crack or something, you're like, damn, I'm giving him 40 years for crack. Like, even if you got a conscience, like, I'm giving him 40 years to do it in this prison system for, he got caught with 9 ounces of crack. Like, goddamn, do the time really, is it worth this?
Tell us from the jail. So we speaking with?
Safi.
Is who?
Assalamu alaikum.
Who is it? I'm sorry.
Safi.
What's going on with you, man? Walaikum assalam. How you feeling, man?
Alhamdulillah.
What's up?
No, I was watching y'all, man. I've been watching y'all for a minute too, man. My brother had got locked up
Okay.
when he was like 19 by this judge. I think her name was Juanita Stout or something like that. That was way back in the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
And he sentenced him to, well, my mom, she passed away, but I know he got a lot of time. I was away. I was in the service, and then he was supposed to have got like life. But then I looked at, she gave me his paperwork before she passed. They had like 35 years and all that old stuff like that on there. So that's a terrible thing, man, to put a brother through and all that. You know what I mean?
For sure.
Very, very.
Yeah, man. So I just called to talk about that for a minute, man.
All right, well, man, listen, appreciate the call, man. Enjoy your night, man. Stay safe, stay free, man.
All right, y'all too. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam. Yeah, 215-316-4492. I'm trying to get this young lady to come up here one day, man, and tell her story, man. You know, it's a beautiful young lady. She has a beautiful story. And I've been trying to get her to do it, but she's just been spinning me. You know, I ain't gonna say her name, but she's just been spinning us. She has a beautiful story, a real interesting story about serving time. You know, if y'all seen her, y'all wouldn't even think she did a lot of time, but I keep trying to get her to come up here and tell her story. But one day we gonna get her. One day we gonna get her up here. But yeah, the phone line is open, 215-316-4492, 215-316-4492. As we move into, you know, the summertime, as we know, summertime, it gets hot. It's nice outside, everybody outside. And with that, there's a lot of guns out here. A lot of young boys is shooting up stuff, and a lot of people just shooting up for no reason. Why don't we just try to enjoy the summer? People don't even want to take their kids to cookouts. People don't even want to go certain places because there's something always happening. Why is it that we got to shoot things up? Why is it we got to have gun violence? You go to any other place in any other community outside of the African American community, ain't nobody shooting up no cookouts, man. No events. Nobody's not doing that. Why do we got to do that? Why is it the first thing we say, we got to go to the cookout? We got to take the joint with us. We was the same way, but we're more on protection.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, why is it that we got to have guns with us everywhere we go? And the young boys,
mentality. It's the state that everybody in, man. I'm talking about everybody packing guns, man. I see stuff pop up on my feed, man. Little fender bender. You can't even bump a person by accident in your car. It could be really a little accident without worried about getting shot in your damn head.
a 15-year-old boy, I think in New York, was it Queens, I believe, at the basketball court, like I spoke about earlier.
Mm-hmm.
They bullying this kid, smacking him. Another kid, the smacking him wasn't enough, hitting him wasn't enough. He had to pull a gun out and put it to his face and shoot him with it. And shoot him and kill him.
Mm-hmm.
And now,
man.
not only is the kid's life is lost that got killed,
his life
is over.
Yeah.
That was senseless killing.
Mm-hmm.
And you can go in there and cry in court and, you know, and say you didn't want to do it and want to
He
mean.
gonna say, wish I can turn back the hands of time. No, you ain't gonna be able to do that today, buddy. Not today. R. Kelly won't help you out of that spot.
What's the point of doing that? That was no R. Kelly song. It's not like the bum in front of the deli's.
Man, that's R. Kelly, man.
Well,
if
how
I
did it
could
go?
turn back the hands of time.
How'd that go again? Y'all know? Y'all heard it?
Yes. I heard it a lot. I loved it. I used to be running the track in jail. If I sung the same song, can turn back the. Yeah, no, it wasn't no turning nothing back.
Yeah. Okay, I didn't know that R. Kelly. Well, I'm just assuming he ain't sound like that.
No, probably not. But I made up my own damn song with it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. 215-316-4492. That's 215-316-4492. Please call. What's going on?
7 Huey 777. I don't know 777. You know what I'm talking about. But yeah, we'll
7Y.
definitely. Yeah, 7Y. We'll definitely bring civilians up here because civilians matter too. They go through it more so than probably the one that's in there because of all, especially if they locked in. They're depleting themselves to take care of somebody that's in jail.
Yeah,
and then don't let you have numerous years and they really on it. Yes, we would definitely have a civilian. We have a couple civilians up here already.
and they said that wasn't R. Kelly. Tell us from the jail. So we speaking with. What's up with everybody hanging up, man? Mr. Kelly?
Yeah, but they call him Mr. Kelly now, not R. Kelly.
Oh yeah? Why take the R off?
I don't know why they did that. That's what they said.
We gotta get R. Kelly on Tales from the Jail. That'd be huge.
As soon as he come home, he done learned a whole lot.
Trying to get him on a visit. He in the Feds. Feds don't allow you to do that in the Feds.
Tales from the Jail.
Tales from the Jails we speaking with. Who this Dot? Tales from the Jails we speaking with.
Yeah, but they call you Mr. Kelly.
Oh, this Josh from the Bronx.
Yo, what's up, man? How you doing? Can you turn the TV down just a little bit or turn down the device? We can hear it. It's real loud in the background. What's going on, man? Shout out to the Bronx.
Nah, what's going on, bro? I just had a question, bro.
Sure.
So, like, when young dude, when they kill like a kid or something, like a baby, like in this instance, this young kid, he killed the other kid on the basketball court, right?
Yeah.
When they get to jail, what is their first experience like? Like, what they gotta go through?
They got to go through a lot. They got to go through, from my understanding, they got to go through the whole process of being processed into the prison system, and then they got to get to a block. Now, if depending on the age, they go to a juvenile facility or they go to an adult facility. Just depending on how old they are. And now this is a kid.
What that first night is like though, like.
I mean, for a kid, for a kid, I mean.
Well, I can tell you how the first night was for me, and I was booked with 2 homicides, and I was 18, ready to be 18 years old, 17 years old, 97 going to 98. I was dumb. I was arrogant. I thought it was like a badge of honor. I'm like, I'm gonna beat this. I ain't. I mean, I don't know. It wasn't no shame or guilt there. I wasn't like, I was nervous about where I'm going because it's jail, but I thought it was like a badge of honor. That's how I was, 17, 18 years. That's the mentality I had, and I had 2 homicides.
So you wasn't scared of none? Like, you was in there like you gonna get out of there with 2 homicides?
No, I thought, no, me and my celly used to play games. I had a celly, man. Shout out Parental Mel, stand up, man. And Mel had 1 homicide, I had 2 homicides, and we used to tell each other in there like, yo, one of us ain't going home, man. So whoever go home, and he used to be like, well, shit, I'm going home, you ain't. I'd be like, shit, I'm going home, you ain't. But we knew it was the chance of one of us not going home, if not both of us.
Yo.
Yeah, this the games we used to play. We were 17, 18 years old, man. Sad to say, but it's the truth.
Nah, that's crazy. Yeah, I just had that question, bro. That question been on my mind. Like, what's the first night they gotta go through? Like, how it is? Like, what's the emotions? Like,
yeah, but everybody got it's different strokes for different folks. But that's my mentality.
All right. I hear y'all.
All
right, man. Thank you,
man. Jay,
Bro, y'all have a good night, man.
Shout out to the Bronx. Shout out to the whole NY. Yeah, man. That's just a crazy situation, man. But that first night of being in jail, you laying in that bed. I remember, like, I ain't had no serious charges, but I remember laying in the bed like that. Joint, laying in the bed of the jail in the cell, and you in there with somebody else, and you just in that joint like, shh. They cut the lights out. And you lay back in that hard behind bed with that sheet, and you just laying there.
Horrible.
No phone, no nothing.
Horrible.
That's Jones. Yeah, man. You like, damn, I'm in this joint booked. So yeah, y'all, man. I want to thank everybody for tuning in, man. The phone line so open. We're gonna give y'all, man, another 2 minutes or so. Whoever want to call in, 215-316-4492. That's 215-316-4492. We want to hear from y'all. We want to talk to y'all, man. We want to, answer some questions, man. So phone lines is open, man. 215-316-4492. Yeah, man. It's just unfortunate. Shout out to Slim 789, man. Appreciate you. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Don't forget, if you're able to become a member, please become a member. We appreciate all the support. Any and everyone who's sharing the video, liking the video, reaching out to us. Don't forget to follow us on all platforms, TikTok, Instagram as well. And we do have this episode will be live will be available for you to watch it again tomorrow. And also for those who don't have time watching the full video, the clips will be available part 1 through part 5 or however we decide to do it. But it will be available for you to watch it, in parts as well. So yeah, I want to thank everybody for tuning in, man. I want to thank everybody for reaching out to us. Anything you want to say, Young?
Oh man, stay free, man. Stay free, man. We up here is bringing you alarming rate. Hold up. We got one.
Tell us from the jails who's speaking with.
John from DC. What's up with that, man?
DC, kill my mother, Mo.
What's up with y'all, man?
Chilling, man. What's up with you, man?
Hey, I just go to the end of the show. I just had to tap in, let y'all know. Tuning in at alarming rate.
I appreciate that, man.
Man,
We
thank you,
appreciate that
man.
for sure.
Put the
I
guys on, man. Put all the guys down there on, man. We'll be down there to DC to interview the guys. Put the guys on.
We waiting for y'all, man.
Yeah,
I
man.
just got.
Go ahead.
It's more like a statement, probably an unpopular opinion, but a lot of times I be listening, and then like Black just said it, like niggas be getting 40 years for like dealing drugs, and like judge be feeling bad for giving niggas time. But I feel like if niggas earn that shit, they deserve everything they did. Like if you, can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. We hear
Sure.
you. I'm listening.
All right. If you earn what you did, you gotta take the time to do that shit. It's like niggas be complaining about the time they get, and be like, niggas get all remorseful once they in jail. But you out in the community, terrorizing the community, robbing pedestrians, niggas is robbing old ladies, like doing the most craziest crimes, and then they get in the jails. Niggas like, oh, free them. Like, nah, keep them niggas in there. They want to be in there, want to be outside, not conducting themselves like normal citizens. There's a place for y'all. Like, you gotta go to jail. You out here killing niggas and doing all this crazy shit. There's a place for y'all. Go
Definitely
there and
is.
see something there.
Yeah, well.
So that's how I be listening every. I'm like, damn, like I gotta call in because like I know other people feel this perspective, bro. Like niggas out here doing crazy shit. A lot of these niggas are fuck up, bro.
All right, well, listen, man. We respect your opinion, man. Man, shout out to DC, man.
Let
Enjoy.
me know how y'all feel about that, man.
Yeah, we sure will, man.
And stop asking them crazy questions to Black, man.
Appreciate you,
Nah,
man.
it's all love, though. Appreciate y'all. Keep doing y'all thing. We all tune in at alarming rate.
All right.
Enjoy your night, man.
It's another
All
call.
right.
It's another call coming in.
Tell us from the jails we speaking with.
I'm named Jay
What's up, Jay? What's up with you, man? Where you calling from?
from Jersey.
Shout out to Jersey. What's up, bro?
What's going on? I just got a question for like it's for the like the youth that's out there that's probably listening to this. I just want to see what y'all answer though. What would y'all say to like the young brothers that's out there that just don't know? Like a lot of people just doing what they doing because they don't know that they could just be doing something else. Like they just think within the environment, like the stuff that they doing is that's just what the only thing that they could do. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like how like they literally don't know that they could do. You know what I'm saying? They just don't know. Like they think they have to do that. And it don't gotta be like toting guns. It could just be selling drugs. You know what I'm saying in a way?
Yeah, I totally understand, man. That's a good question, man. I think that a lot of times, man, I think kids sometimes in the beginning they don't really understand in the beginning. But I think once you get a certain age, man, you understand right from wrong, man. Like everybody, you know, it's not right to kill somebody for no reason because somebody posts a picture or you got a problem with somebody. You want to shoot somebody in their face and you want to kill somebody for, you know what I'm saying, over a post or over a comment. You want to go and kill them. You gotta know that's wrong, man. You gotta know it's wrong, especially if history tells you that if you kill this person, you're gonna go to jail. That right there alone tells you that it's wrong. Why you want to kill somebody over something that they said? That's just, But the kids, everybody try to justify what they're doing until they are behind the prison walls serving a life sentence. Then they realize that all the people they was beefing with, that's alive, that's in jail with them, now they up there becoming friends and learning how to respect one another up there in jail. So it's unfortunate they gotta learn how to be respectful behind the prison wall when they could have act cordial out here and iron certain things out and avoided certain situations while they was out here. But it's just unfortunate, man.
No, word. I got one more question though.
Sure.
It's really like just for your response. What could you tell to like young brothers or just young men, period? Because a lot of it be people that be like 30 years old still in the streets as well.
Mm-hmm.
What to them type of people that to make them understand that like we all born in poverty, so that's just what it is. That's just our card. So a lot of stuff we gonna do, but it's okay because that's how that's just how it. So a lot of people don't understand that
it's okay to have phases in your life, but to move on from phases. People will live in that same phase for 10 years, and that's how you got people 30 years old still doing shit that 17 years old doing. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they still be they be in the, you ever heard that song by Nas, They in the Second Childhood?
Mm-hmm.
It's like the young dudes, they want to be like, you know what I mean? And they still, we say, ex-convict, you know, paroled to his mom crib, still hanging out of crew, break his mom furniture, watching Comic View. They still just living the life of just, you know, of a kid. And then sometimes they look at the young guy coming up and they want to be like him. You know, they still committing crime and breaking law, man. And a lot of those dudes, those older dudes be the ones that tell too.
That tell?
They tell. They become they snitch when something happens. They always tell.
Yeah.
Because they realize that they're not young anymore, and the sentence that they're about to get is going to be devastating to their life. So they end up telling. I've seen it happen so many times. So
what would you say for them to let them know like it's okay to have phases of your life, but to grow through the phases, not stay in that one phase?
I mean, my advice would be to anybody. I'll just say this: my advice would be to anyone out there, you know, no matter how old you are, you know, 17, 18, 19, 20, 30, whatever, 40, 50. Think before you make these certain decisions, because this decision that you make is going to be life changing. Because if you commit a crime like shooting, robbery, these type of, you know, murder, these type of crimes are going to be detrimental to your life, meaning you're going to do a substantial amount of time, 10 years or better. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times you're going to do a lot of time. If you can't do this time, then just stop right now. If you can't do it, if you don't want to do 10, 15, 20 years or life in prison, stop. Just stop. Just go ahead and just go get you a job. Leave the streets alone. Because it's going to happen at some point. You keep playing around in the streets, you're going to go to jail for a very long time. But we thank you, man, for calling in, man. Appreciate your call, man. I want to tell you, man, to enjoy your night, man. Stay safe, stay free, and don't forget to spread positivity, man. Because positivity, it builds unity, man. You know.
Yeah. Salute.
All right, man. Be good, man.
You too, man.
Yeah, positivity, builds unity, and unity destroys poverty. Tell us from the jail. So we speaking with.
My name's Jabril.
Brill, what's up, man? Where you calling from?
What's up with y'all, man?
Chillin'?
I'm calling from North
Philly?
Yeah.
North with the F, right?
Yeah.
What's going on, man?
Man, I just called to get y'all flowers, bro.
Appreciate that.
I'm 24. Y'all put me on top.
I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, man. Shout out to you, man. Because you young, man. You have all the potential in the world to be anything you want to be, man. You're 24 years old, man. If I was you,
bro, that's fact.
I'm gonna give you some advice.
It's so crazy because
what?
My pop been booked for like 20, like for like since I was born, probably when I was like one. I don't got no vivid memory.
Mm-hmm.
But I done beat all the odds, bro. Mom on drugs. You feel me? Thank God she overcame that. But you feel me? I done graduated college. I'm about to go back at the end of the year get my master's. You feel me? Shit like that. And I just wanted to call and let whoever listening, like all the young boys, you feel me? I ain't got to be in the street like to get girls and none of that. Like I got everything, bro. Like I got everything I want, bro. And I'm a college student, like honor society, all that crazy stuff. You feel me?
That's what's up, man.
Still do what you gotta do. You feel me?
Yeah, shout out to you, man. And a lot of young guys probably listening need to hear that, man. Keep pushing the needle and to be successful, and make sure you surround yourself with good people. That's just my advice to you. Even with what you're doing on the positive note, make sure you surround yourself with good people. You know what I mean? Because there's some snakes in the corporate world as well. So be careful, man. All right?
No, facts. I'm already knowing. I appreciate that, bro.
No problem, man. Enjoy your night, man.
You too, bro. Y'all be safe.
You too. Yeah, man. So we about to get up out of here. I want to thank everybody for tuning in, everybody for being a part of the Tell Some Jails movement. Don't forget to follow us on all platforms. Don't forget to support us by becoming a member if you're able to. Subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to hit the like button. Anything you want to say before we go up out of here?
Stay free. We'll be back at you tomorrow.
Stay free, stay safe, stay out of trouble, and unity destroys poverty. Let's stay positive, y'all.